Have you ever felt like something deep inside you is shifting, but you can't quite explain why? Maybe you've been waking up with a strange energy. A sense that something big is about to happen. That the old life you knew doesn't quite fit anymore. If that's you, don't ignore it. Because what you're feeling could be one of the first signs that your reality is about to change in ways you never imagined. We've all been taught that change comes from action, external, visible, logical. But what if the most powerful transformation begins inside your mind, long before it ever touches your physical world? Today, I'm going to reveal something most people overlook, 7 powerful signs that you're already in the process of manifesting something massive, even if you haven't seen the results yet. These signs are subtle, often misunderstood, and so easy to dismiss that most people do. Especially the third one. But that's the one that could be blocking everything. And here's the truth no one talks about: manifestation isn't magic. It's neurobiology. When your brain begins firing new patterns, when your emotions shift from fear to expectancy, when your subconscious aligns with a new future, you've already initiated the change. The external just hasn't caught up yet. This video isn't about wishful thinking or good vibes only. It's about understanding how your inner world, the thoughts you repeat, the energy you carry, the beliefs you hold, literally reshapes your outer experience. So if you've been feeling different lately, if you've noticed strange coincidences, emotional waves, or an odd pull to isolate and reflect, it's not random. These are signals from a deeper intelligence. The kind that precedes every quantum leap. Stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to interpret it, and why missing these signs could mean delaying the very reality you've been trying to manifest. Have you ever found yourself on the edge of tears for no reason at all? Or maybe you've felt an unshakable rush of joy, followed by anxiety, frustration, or restlessness that made no logical sense. These emotional waves can be overwhelming, confusing even. But here's the truth most people miss: they're not signs that something's wrong. They're signs that something big is shifting. When your energy stops matching the frequency of your past, your entire system, mind, body, emotions, goes through a recalibration. You're not breaking down. You're breaking free. This is one of the first and most misunderstood signs that a powerful manifestation is on the way. Before your outer world changes, your inner world starts dissolving what no longer fits. Your nervous system, once wired to survive on stress, fear, or overthinking, begins to lose its grip. And because the brain is designed to favor the familiar, even when it's painful, it panics. This panic often shows up as emotional turbulence. But beneath that discomfort is a deeper signal: your vibration is no longer compatible with your old self. It's like wearing clothes that no longer fit. At first, you think something's wrong with you. But in truth, you've simply outgrown them. Let's get scientific for a moment. When you begin to create new neural pathways, thoughts of abundance, love, expansion, your brain starts pruning old connections. This process, known as synaptic pruning, is like cleaning out a mental closet. And just like physical decluttering, it gets messy before it gets better. That's why emotional surges feel so chaotic. Your brain is literally detoxing from the past. Imagine launching a rocket. There's fire, smoke, and force as it breaks through gravity. The turbulence isn't failure, it's momentum. I once coached someone who spent weeks in this state. She'd cry for no reason, then feel deeply inspired, then angry at memories from years ago. She thought she was going backward. But within 2 months, her life realigned dramatically: a job offer, a healthy relationship, financial clarity. What felt like chaos was actually confirmation. This is the emotional signature of transformation. So what should you do if you're feeling this? First, don't suppress it. Suppression is resistance. And resistance delays the shift. Instead, observe the emotion. Ask, what version of me does this feeling belong to? The old me, or the one I'm becoming? That simple awareness creates space for rewiring. Second, breathe. When you regulate your breath, you regulate your nervous system. One of the fastest ways to realign energetically is through deep, conscious breathing. Try the 5-5-7 method. Inhale for 5 seconds, hold for 5, exhale for 7. Repeat 3 times whenever emotional waves hit. Third, anchor yourself in gratitude, not because everything feels good, but because your body is evolving to hold a new frequency. Gratitude isn't a reward for outcomes. It's fuel for alignment. And here's something powerful: when you feel emotional turbulence, it means the universe is listening. You've sent out the signal, and now everything not aligned with your new vision is surfacing to be released. Let that sink in. You're not being punished, you're being refined. Most people quit during this stage. They run back to the familiar, trying to numb or fix the discomfort. But if you stay conscious, if you trust the process, you'll start to notice a shift, moments of peace amid the storm, clarity breaking through the noise, and eventually, calm confidence where anxiety used to live. This is your energy adjusting to match the future you've asked for. It's a sacred process. And it's not random. So the next time you're crying without a reason, or feeling off without explanation, don't ask, "What's wrong with me?" Ask, "What's leading me?" Because the moment your energy stops resonating with your old life, your new life begins moving toward you. Have you ever thought about someone you hadn't seen in years, and suddenly they call you? Or maybe you've been seeing the same numbers over and over again: 1111, 333, 777. You brush it off, telling yourself it's coincidence. But deep down, a quiet voice whispers, "What if it means something?" That voice is right. It does. Synchronicities are not accidents. They're signals, breadcrumbs the universe scatters along your path to show you you're in alignment with a greater flow. And they often show up just before a major manifestation is about to unfold. Here's why: when you start aligning your thoughts and emotions with a future reality, one filled with intention, clarity, and purpose, you begin emitting a new frequency. That frequency interacts with the quantum field, the invisible web that connects all things. And as your signal shifts, the field responds. This is where synchronicity begins. You're no longer just observing reality. You're participating in it. The universe, or the field, starts sending you signs, not because it favors you, but because you've become coherent. And coherence is the language of creation. These signs might look like repeating numbers on clocks, receipts, license plates. Hearing the same phrase or name multiple times in different places. Dreams that carry a message or theme. Random nudges or intuitive hits that lead to something meaningful. It's not about superstition. It's about resonance. Your outer world is echoing the vibration of your inner world. And then there's the third sign, the one most people ignore. Disconnection. Yes, one of the most powerful signs that you're about to manifest something big is the sudden urge to pull away from everything and everyone. This may look like wanting more alone time without knowing why. Losing interest in shallow conversations or environments. Feeling like your current social circle no longer fits. At first, it feels uncomfortable. You might even think something's wrong with you. But here's the truth: your energy is preparing for an upgrade. And part of that process requires space. This temporary detachment is a protective mechanism. Your system is recalibrating. You're becoming too high frequency to stay anchored in old vibrations. Think of it like a software update. The system needs to go offline before it installs something new. That's exactly what's happening to you. And here's where most people make a mistake: they interpret the disconnection as isolation or failure. They think they're regressing. So they force connection, cling to the familiar, or distract themselves, disrupting the very realignment they're going through. But if you can stay with it, if you can honor the stillness, something incredible happens. Synchronicities begin to accelerate. You'll think of an idea, and the solution appears in a book, a conversation, or a video. You'll be contemplating a new path, and meet someone who's already walking it. You'll ask a question, and find the answer in a lyric, a headline, or a whisper from within. This is not magic. It's alignment. I remember a woman who had been trying to manifest her dream home for years. Nothing worked. Then, without warning, she felt a strong urge to pause her search. She spent time journaling, meditating, going inward. For weeks, nothing happened. But then, synchronicity exploded. She overheard someone at a cafe talking about a property that wasn't even listed yet. Long story short, she bought it. It was exactly what she had visualized, down to the view from the balcony. But here's the twist, it only happened after she honored the quiet phase. So if you're seeing signs, repeating numbers, names, patterns, and feeling more withdrawn than usual, take heart. You're not losing your spark. You're refining it. The universe speaks in whispers, not shouts. And the more you pay attention, the louder those whispers become. But if you're too distracted, too busy, too skeptical, you'll miss them. And when you miss the signs, you delay the shift. So ask yourself, what patterns keep showing up for me? What is the universe trying to reflect back? Am I willing to embrace the pause as part of the process? Because the truth is, when the universe begins leading clues, you're closer than ever to the breakthrough. Now, before we move to the next chapter and uncover perhaps the most overlooked signal of all, the inner certainty that your manifestation is already done, I have a quick question for you. Esta gustando do video? Enteo neo esquica de dixer o seu like. Let's continue. There's a moment in every true transformation where something quietly, almost imperceptibly, clicks inside of you. It's not loud. It doesn't come with fireworks or fanfare. But suddenly, you just know. You no longer chase. You no longer crave. You're not grasping at your desires with desperation. Instead, you're anchored in a calm, unshakable certainty, it's already done. This is the final and most powerful sign that something big is about to manifest in your life. And yet, it's the one most people overlook, because it feels so subtle. What's happening here isn't about external proof. It's about an internal upgrade. In this state, your thoughts, emotions, and body language all begin to synchronize with your desired future. You're no longer trying to attract it, you become it. Let's look at this from a biological standpoint. When you visualize your future clearly and pair it with an elevated emotion, like gratitude, love, or joy, you're creating a powerful signal. That signal doesn't just stay in your mind. It floods your body with chemicals that tell every cell, this is real. This is happening. And when your body believes it's already in the future, your subconscious begins to behave accordingly. You start to move, speak, and make choices as if you already live the life you once only imagined. And because you're no longer vibrating in lack, the very reality you desire starts moving toward you. That's the difference between wanting and knowing. Wanting says, I don't have it yet. Knowing says, it's already within me. And that shift, from seeking to embodying, is where manifestation becomes inevitable. Here's how you'll know you're in this state. You feel peaceful, even when things aren't perfect. You stop obsessing over timelines and details. You naturally take aligned action without forcing it. You feel gratitude before anything arrives. You're less reactive to the external world. This shift can feel almost anticlimactic. There's no drama, no urgent need to act. It's like waking up from a dream where everything was a struggle, and realizing you're already standing in the solution. Let me share a story. A man had been trying to manifest a new career path. He visualized daily, affirmed constantly, and took courses, but nothing seemed to shift. One day, exhausted and frustrated, he stopped trying. Not out of defeat, but out of surrender. He simply said, I trust that it's done. He didn't quit his routines. He still meditated, journaled, and grew, but now, from a place of peace, not pressure. Within weeks, an old contact reached out. An unexpected opportunity emerged. A door opened that he hadn't even known existed. He didn't manifest through effort. He manifested through alignment. That's the magic of internal shifts. You become a magnet not because you're forcing things to happen, but because you've stopped emitting the frequency of resistance. Remember, energy doesn't lie. You can say affirmations all day, but if your body is still broadcasting fear, doubt, and scarcity, the field responds to that. But when you shift into knowing, into full embodiment, you create resonance. And resonance is what draws your vision from the field into form. Here's something powerful to practice. Each morning, before the noise of the day, take 5 minutes to visualize one scene from your desired life. See it clearly. Feel the emotion of already being there. Then, sit in that feeling for 1 minute longer than is comfortable. Let it settle into your nervous system. That space, that gap between thought and feeling, is where you install a new reality. You're not tricking your brain. You're teaching it. Because the brain doesn't know the difference between a real event and one vividly imagined with emotion. It simply records the experience and begins wiring your biology around it. That's how change begins. Not with hustle. Not with more effort. But with alignment. So if you've reached that place where you no longer feel frantic or obsessed with your goals, where you move with quiet faith, even when nothing looks different yet, recognize it. That's not apathy. That's alignment. That's not giving up. That's leveling up. You've entered the knowing. And from this place, reality doesn't just shift around you, it rises to meet you. If you've recognized even one of these signs in your life, emotional turbulence, unexpected synchronicities, or the quiet confidence that your future is already unfolding, then you're not just hoping for change. You're already in it. The shift has begun. It may not look like it yet. You might still be in the in-between, the space where the old no longer fits and the new hasn't fully arrived. But don't mistake that space for stagnation. That's sacred ground. That's where transformation is seated. Every emotional surge, every intuitive nudge, every unexplainable inner knowing, it's not random. It's your signal that your energy, thoughts, and heart are aligning with something far greater than what you've known. And here's the most beautiful part, you don't have to force it. Your only job is to stay aware. To breathe through the emotional shifts. To notice the patterns. To trust the silence. And most importantly, to embody the version of you who already has what you're manifesting. Because manifestation isn't about getting something outside of you. It's about realizing that everything you desire was always within you, waiting for permission to emerge. So take a moment. Reflect on what you've been feeling lately. Have you been more emotional than usual? Noticing repeating signs or numbers? Feeling disconnected from old habits or people? Or maybe you've reached that calm certainty that what you've asked for is already done. If so, let this be your confirmation, you're not imagining it. You're evolving. You're manifesting. And you're closer than you think. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 signs have shown up in your life recently? Drop it in the comments below. Your story could be the spark that helps someone else recognize their own shift. And if this resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because what's coming next will take everything you've just learned to the next level. You're not alone on this path. You're part of a wave. And that wave is rising.